Canelo once again showed us his incredible boxing skills in his recent fight against Avni Yildirim, and this serves as a reminder as to why Canelo is the pound-for-pound greatest boxer right now. There are levels to this game, and unfortunately for Avni, he just isn't close to Canelo's level. Avni literally couldn't do anything to Canelo throughout the entire fight, and this was the most one-sided performance I've seen from Canelo in recent years. Canelo did what he does best, slowly walk down his opponent and land devastating punches. To land these punches, Canelo utilized feints time and time again. Almost every other punch he throws, he will feint it to get a reaction from Avni and then go in for the bigger shot once Avni is distracted. He also throws his signature looping left hook. The difference between Canelo's looping left hook and a normal left hook is that Canelo can make it seem like he's about to attack the body, when in reality he's going to attack the head or vice versa. This confuses the opponent to where the punch is gonna land. Canelo also splits through Avni's high guard with punches. Now, the reason why Canelo's high guard works much better than Avni's is that he will mix up his blocking with head movement. That's why it's so hard to catch him. Avni, on the other hand, just stays in a stationary position with his guard and tries to block everything with his hands. No matter how high you keep your hands up, punches will still eventually get through. To further add to his defense, Canelo will end his combos by putting out his lead hand. This is so that opponents can't immediately go in on Canelo if his shots don't hit their mark. The first round was pretty much just a feeling out process, and Canelo really starts to let his hands fly in the second round. A thing of boxing beauty right here when Canelo perfectly reads Avni's head movement. Canelo throws the first hook and notices Avni rolls under it. He throws a second hook and anticipates Avni to roll under again, but this time adds in an uppercut and catches Avni clean. Those split-second details Canelo reads in his opponents are what separates champions from average boxers. Canelo will split through Avni's guard with the uppercut again, but this time differently. Canelo throws an overhand and it's blocked by Avni. He will then feint the overhand and come in with the uppercut, which catches Avni. Avni falsely anticipated another overhand because of that feint, and Canelo punishes him for it. Canelo now starts to throw in some combos. What makes his combos much harder to read than that of a usual boxer is that many times Canelo will throw two punches with the same hand. This pretty much offsets his rhythm, making Canelo much harder to read. He throws a left hook to the body. Avni anticipates a left hook again to the body. Canelo makes it seem like he's going down there because of his looping motion, but in reality he's going to attack the head now. Also, when Avni goes in for heavier punches, Canelo will use his momentum against him by twisting his neck right before the moment of impact. This puts Avni in a much bigger opening, which allows Canelo to land heavier shots. Canelo pretty much keeps up the same game plan in round 3, and Avni's lack of head movement eventually leads to him getting stunned by a jab, which left an opening for Canelo to land a killer cross. Avni continues to just use his hands to block everything but doesn't really utilize any real head movement, and Canelo continues to just pound on him from all angles. Also notice the tiny details of rhythm manipulation here. Canelo doesn't just directly throw the combo. He will throw the first punch, then wait a few milliseconds more before throwing the rest, which catches Avni by surprise. The rest of the fight is just Canelo continuing to destroy Avni. After round 3, there was pretty much nothing Avni could do at this point to beat Canelo, and throwing in the towel was the smarter decision because after all, your health is still the most important thing, and this fight would have eventually ended with Avni being knocked out. Avni's a warrior, but it takes more than that to beat a guy like Canelo. Canelo is just so far ahead of the competition and he makes everyone look so easy. I personally want to see him take on Billy Joe Saunders, David Benavidez, or even Caleb Plant, but time will only tell if any of these matches will actually happen. Expect to see Canelo back in the ring and in this channel again soon, because I know he plans on fighting 4 more times this year. See you all on the next video.